Hey everybody, good morning. It is another day. So I wanted to talk about my first week. I want to talk about my first week in the van. I want to update my leg, whatever's going on there. But mainly I wanted to do an update on what it's like to be in the van full time. So first of all, my leg, I wake up this morning, and I'll make this brief. I know people don't want to hear about my problems, but I started walking on it, and it was all right. But once I put my shoe on, that's whenever it really started to hurt. So I'm thinking maybe because I've been wearing my boots, and I noticed when I wear them boots that it makes my feet hurt at this one spot on my foot. So I'm thinking maybe I don't know. I'm gonna quit wearing those boots, and now I put my shoe back on, and it was hurting, so I unloosened it, and then I'm wearing it now with like no well, the laces are in there, but it's real loose. So for the most part I'm okay right now, but I have a brace coming, so I'm gonna wear a brace on my ankle and on my knee, and hopefully that'll take care of, it'll help, I hope. So, okay, so living in the van, sleeping is the same. I slept for a couple of years. I had such a bad back, throughout the years. I went like 2 years sleeping in a chair. I would sit in a chair just like this, sitting up, and I would just recline it just a little bit so that I could get some sleep. And I did that for like 2.5 years. And then my back finally, after exercising and getting it back in shape, it basically is okay now. A lot of people don't know it, but back problems come from having basically your stomach problems. When you're overweight, it'll cause back problems. And I'm not even overweight, but if you don't exercise and your muscles aren't strong enough in your core, your back takes up the slack, which isn't a good idea. You always want your core to be to take on the most of your lifting. Like if you're gonna lift that, how you're supposed to bend your knees and lift and use your core. You're not supposed to use your back. It's very dangerous. I know, because I had a bad back for years. But anyways, so sleeping pretty much the same. Now eating, my sister reminded me about it this morning. I was talking to her. When I was living in the house, I didn't have a stove for maybe around 8 years. About 8 years, I went without a stove because I never cooked. Now I had a brand new stove that I bought, and I had it in the kitchen after I remodeled the kitchen, and I never used it. So that brand new stove sat there for 6 years and was never used. Because all I eat, and somebody even mentioned it on my one of my comments somebody sent me. They said, "Is that all you eat? Is tacos or something like that?" And it pretty much is. I have a nephew, Andy, that does the same thing. It's so simple just to get wraps and cook up some chicken. It's so simple, and either throw some lettuce, tomato, cheese. You know, I put hot sauce on everything, so I always have that around. And it's just so simple. You don't even need a stove. You just I used my George Foreman for years. I actually still have it, and I'll probably only use that, you know, once in a while. But the stove that I have is so nice to I can't even say it's a stove. It's just a heat, you know, a heat source. So, you know, it's good, but it's great. It's as long as you have cast iron. Cast iron is the best thing to cook with. It heats up so nice, and yeah, it's just. Eventually, I want to get the. Have you ever seen them? It's like a pot about. It's about that wide. You can't tell, but it's about a foot wide, and it's got a handle going, you know, across. I don't know what you call it. Maybe it's like a. You would see them like if say you had a campfire going, and you wanted to like just picture a campfire, and you got a pot over the campfire with the I don't know what you call it. I guess it's like it's not a pan for sure, but it is a pot, but it's like a cast iron pot that's kind of deep, but it has the thing that you can like put over a campfire in the middle, so you can make any kind of food you wanted. But then it also comes with a lid. It's really cool. I want to get one of those eventually. I don't even know where I would get it from. I can honestly say I've never been shopping for like pots and pans and stuff like that. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to go find anything like that. I just am not the type to go shopping. Oh, there's a nice little plane up there. Cessna. I love airplanes. So anyways, back to, let's see, cooking. So yeah, cooking, I'm gonna do some other things this week. I gotta get away from this truck. The truck in front of me has some ladders on top, and they're loose. He's got like 6 ladders. I gotta get around this guy. If one of these ladders falls off, I'm gonna be in big trouble. Well, I don't even think he knows that those things are bouncing around. So yeah, I'm gonna do some cooking this week. I'm gonna do a couple different things. I wanna see about making a pizza. I wanna do a couple other things and see how that works out without an oven. You know, that's one of the reasons I want to find one of those pots. Those like I got to figure out what the name of them are. I'm gonna look that up today. See what you call them. I don't even know where to go. Like I said, I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna try a couple different things. See how that goes, and let's see what else. Okay, so we got sleeping covered. We got eating covered. And then basically, you know, I have all my laundry that's in the garage right now. Well, I call it my garage. And I need to get to the laundromat, which I'll probably go this weekend. So that's going to be normal because I've always done that. Even though I had a washer or dryer, I never used that. I used to send my stuff out all the time to the laundromat. So that ain't going to be any different. Let me think what else. The electric part, I just been charging my Jackery up every you know, charge it off of the car, you know, the battery and the car battery, and then just use that to watch YouTube or whatever, all, you know, for a couple hours before bed, and that's basically what I do with that. So TV hasn't changed because I haven't watched TV in years. I watch everything on my iPad. Before I used to have a laptop that was that I would fold up, and it was a little bigger screen. That was a little bit nicer. The iPad, oh, here it is right here. The iPad is kind of, you know, it is kind of small, but it ain't bad. You know, I can watch everything I want on here. Once you get used to it, you know, it's like anything. It's you get used to it. It's normal. So so yeah, that's about it. Water situation, I just use bottled water. I mentioned in my last video that I don't drink city water, at least fill up in the city, because I don't trust it. I would rather just fill up the big jugs from somewhere that I know is safe. But where I live, I just don't trust it, because they send out notices like don't drink so much of this water, limit it to this many days. Well, forget that. I'm just not going to drink it. I'll just buy the bottled water. You know, hopefully they test it and it's good. So that's what I do. I buy a couple cases. You know, I go through about a case of water a week. Maybe not even that. Maybe half a case. And I just keep a couple cases on hand. So far, it hasn't froze, but I usually just keep the heater on. I got this really cool little heater. I gotta show you. I'll do it in my next video. Or did I show it? I don't think I showed it in the last video. The little blue, or yeah, maybe I did. The little blue ceramic heater. It's only about that big, about I don't even know, maybe 7 inches, 8 inches. A little small. It's real tiny, and it's only 150 watts. Where my other heater I used to use was 1,500 watts, and oh, this is my exit. And it would like drain the Jackery big time. Now I can plug it in and it drains it. You know, don't get me wrong, it isn't gonna last you know, forever, but it does last. You know, it lasts a lot longer than the other one. Which the other one, I think no, you know what? It wouldn't even work on the Jackery. That's right. The big if you remember the big old box fans, that will work on the Jackery, but it only lasts for about 5 hours. Because I remember in the summertime I had it plugged in, and it was so hot, but when I plugged it in, I was able to get some circulation and was able to fall asleep. But then it drained it. So I don't like draining it all the way. You're not supposed to do that with those batteries. So, but anyways, it does work with that small heater I have, and it heats up the van pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off until I think of something, and I will see you in a minute. There's Michigan. And I am right there. That's me right there. And I live, well, I want to say my base is right there. If you remember a couple videos ago, right across the green part, that's Canada. So I'm a long way. I'm only 40 miles from Lake Michigan, which separated right here by Milwaukee, Green Bay, and Chicago down here. But I got to be making a trip soon to this area, like Like I'm right here, so I'm going to be going all the way up here, and then I'm going to be going here, across the Straits of Mackinac, and then up here by Lake Superior. This is Lake Superior. So, yep, that's going to be a long trip, long way to go. So, I stopped at this roadside park here. First time I ever stopped here. It's not a very big park. It's basically a rest area. They got a couple of barbecue grills, some picnic tables. What else? It's there's not much really here. I guess it's just if you want to stop and grab a quick bite to eat, if you have your own stuff, like, you know, kind of like what I do, and a bunch of other people traveling. You know, if you want to stop and like if I had you know, I already ate, but yeah, these are kind of cool. These never go out of style. These old grills. I remember using these as a kid. Same ones are still here. Well, not this park, but pretty close. And here's a van pulling in. I bet you. It looks like they're van life. It's got an extended top. He's got a busted out window though. That would be cold. That would be cold in this weather. And you know what I just realized was my leg doesn't hurt. My foot that van sounds like a diesel. I'll bet it is. That sure would be nice to have a diesel with the extended roof like that. But ooh, it's too cold. I gotta get back in the van. I mean, in the vehicle. I'm froze. It's only oh my gosh. It's only like 12 degrees out here today. I think that the people in that van there, I think they stopped, but the rest areas are closed. You can't even get in there. They got them like roped off. But whew, wow, it is cold. I didn't realize. Well, I mean, we are just 40 miles from the lake, so that kind of makes sense. I better take this charger off real quick. So yeah, oh, the guy already left. He pulled in and didn't eat or do anything. I guess whatever. Maybe he's looking for directions. I am froze. That it is too cold out here. You will literally freeze to death if you try to survive out in this. It can't be done. It's in the teens. This is way too cold for anybody. That's why I'm amazed at that little heater I got, how well it works. I mean, it takes up very little power, and it works great. It's my sister was telling me about it a while back, and I was thinking that don't seem like enough power to be able to heat, but it does. 150 watts is enough to heat. So, ooh boy, if I wasn't woke, I sure am now. Oh, I like to get out every once in a while and exercise my legs. I was thinking maybe that's what happened to me. Why, you know, maybe I've been sitting around too much, you know, with this what do you call it? This lockdown. Maybe you know, I wouldn't doubt it if a lot of people are going to be sick. A lot of people are going to have blood clots. A lot of people are going to have, you know, because everybody's sitting around and everybody's, you know, they're not getting most people don't exercise. And even someone like me that loves to get out and bike ride and do different things and hike and all that, I can't even do all that stuff right now because, you know, there's really nothing open. It's really tough. I mean, you can still go out to you know, to parks and stuff like that. Yeah. I got something planned for this. Well, in a couple of days, I'm going to a park. I wanted to say too, the whole mushroom season was ruined this year because we went from that warm, we didn't get any rain, and then it got cold, then it rained, but it was already too cold because, and then it kills anything that was growing. Was already killed off from the being too cold. So that really sucked because I was looking forward to getting those mushrooms and drying them out. Those would have been really good to have this year. But oh well, I guess I'll have to wait until next year to get them. Or I could pick the morels in the springtime. It's weird how morel mushrooms only come out in the spring, and then the mushrooms that, you know, that I pick, they only come out in the fall. So, well, I'm coming up to a little town here. I guess I've talked enough, and everybody have a good day. If you haven't signed up, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit that like and leave me a comment. And I will be talking to you tomorrow. I'm going to go get me a coffee and warm up. So, all right. Peace, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.